everyone, welcome to NateKnows NFL season week 3. We got a matchup between the Bucs and the Giants. The Bucs are 6.5-point favorites, and they are my best bet. To give some background, the Bucs are 1-1 against the spread, 1-1 straight up. They have a loss against the 49ers and a win against the Panthers. The Giants are 0-2 straight up and 0-2 against the spread, with losses against the Cowboys and the Bills. Notable injury concerns for both teams. On the Bucs side, starting linebacker Devin White, the rookie out of LSU first-round pick, is questionable with a knee injury. For the Giants, they have a myriad of injuries on the wide receiver side. Starting wide receivers Sterling Shepard and Cody Latimer are questionable with concussions. And remember, starting wide receiver Golden Tate is still out with a suspension. Eli Manning is healthy, but just got benched for rookie quarterback out of Duke, Daniel Jones, and that is where we'll start. The Giants are throwing Daniel Jones to the Wolves by making him start week 3. They instead should have had him start week 1, and the numbers support this. Historically, rookie quarterbacks who make their first ever start in week 1 are an impressive 13-9 against the spread. These quarterbacks include Carson Wentz and Marcus Mariota, because they were a lot more prepared having first-team snaps in the preseason and training camp. On the other hand, rookie quarterbacks who make their first career start after week 1 are only 5-10 against the spread. These quarterbacks include Jared Goff and Dak Prescott. Even though they're talented, they were thrown into the fray far too soon. They didn't have training camp in the preseason to get those first-team reps. They needed time to adjust. Additionally, I think the market is overrating how good a preseason Daniel Jones had.
If you look at these highlights, you'll notice a couple things. 1, he has a ton of time to throw the ball, and 2, he's really not throwing the ball that far. It's a lot of dinks and dunks. Why does he have so much time to throw? Well, because the Giants coaching staff played the starting offensive lineman with him, even against second strings. They wanted to make sure to build his confidence. But you can still tell that he's a rookie, just like in this play against Chicago when he didn't have a lot of time to throw, and he got stripped and fumbled for the second time that game.
And remember, Daniel Jones may be without his top 3 wide receivers, and he's going up against a very good Bucs defense, which brings me to my next point. Defense is back in Tampa. Newly hired head coach Bruce Arians cleaned house, hiring offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich, but more importantly, defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. And thanks to Bowles, the Bucs already have the 4th best defense in the league in terms of yards per play allowed at 4.6. The only 3 teams ahead of the Bucs are the Bills, the Bears, and the Patriots. Not bad company to be in.
And the Bucs defense is tailor-made to stop Daniel Jones and the Giants because they have the 6th best rush defense in the league to neutralize Saquon Barkley, and they pressure the quarterback, which is huge against a rookie like Daniel Jones.
But wait, if the Bucs defense is so good, how did they give up 31 points to the 49ers in week 1? They must not be that good. Well, that's exactly what a naive bettor would say, and that's why there's value in the Bucs.
In the first possession of the game, the Bucs got a punt blocked, so the defense could do nothing better than give up a field goal. So let's decrease the total from 31 to 28. Later in the half, Jameis threw an interception at their own 30-yard line, and yet again, the Bucs were able to hold them to a field goal, so let's hold the total down to 3. At the start of the third quarter, Jameis threw a pick 6, which resulted in 7 points for the 49ers, which of course wasn't the defense's fault, so let's decrease the total by 7. Then finally, Jameis threw another pick 6 at the end of the game, which resulted in a touchdown and a subsequent 2-point conversion, so let's decrease the total again.
And just like that, you can see the Bucs defense only really gave up 10 points against a great 49ers offense under Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G that put up 41 legit points on Cincinnati the week after. So the market is going to undervalue how good the Bucs defense is.
Note too how the Bucs were still very much in that game until the very end despite those 4 turnovers. And I didn't even include these 2 turnovers where O.J. Howard fumbled the ball at the 10, and the Bucs went for it on 4th and 2 at the goal line and didn't get it.
That said, turnovers in Tampa under Jameis Winston have been a huge problem. So we can't just say that the Bucs won't turn it over against the Giants. However, my biggest reason why I like the Bucs is that I think they'll win the turnover battle. Only 3 teams in the NFL this year haven't forced a turnover. The Jaguars, the Broncos, and, you guessed it, the Giants. The Giants couldn't even force a turnover against the Bills last week, a team who themselves coughed it up 4 times against the lowly Jets. Not only don't the Giants force any turnovers, they also give up a ton of yards per play. 3rd worst in the league, in fact. The only teams behind them are the Bengals and the Dolphins. Pretty bad company. So I think that Jameis, coming off of a week at Carolina, which is a tough place to play, didn't turn it over once. I don't think he'll turn it over multiple times against a Giants defense who hasn't done it once. On the other hand, I do think rookie Daniel Jones, with second-string receivers going up against a tough Bucs defense and pass rush, will turn it over multiple times. So I think the Bucs win the turnover battle, and at worst, it's a wash. In conclusion, I love Bucs minus 6.5. They have the better offense. They have the better defense. They're going to win the turnover battle. They're healthier. They have the more veteran quarterback. They're at home. I can keep going. Right now, Vegas has a total at around 48, so it's implying Bucs win about 27-21. I think the Bucs win 27-13. I don't see Daniel Jones breaking 20 at all. I love Bucs 6.5.